one of the things we're most proud about with SceetoBots is how we've integrated both discretionary trading and algorithmic trading. What we have found is that the big shops, the Citadels, the Renaissance Capitals, the Goldman Sachs, they have these multi-$100 million budgets to build IT, to use artificial intelligence, to build all these black boxes. And they're not sharing their stuff with anybody. And how does the little guy compete in that space? It's very difficult. And what we have done here with SceetoBots is we kind of ripped a page out of the playbook from Deep Blue, from IBM. IBM put a tremendous effort into artificial intelligence, and they called their program Deep Blue. And what they had done in the 70s or 80s, they went up to Kasparov, who was the grandmaster champion, chess champion. They said, hey, we got an idea. We want to train our algorithms, we want to train our artificial intelligence to be smarter, and we think chess is a great way to do it. Can we compete against you? We're going to build these chess programs, and you, Kasparov, will play chess against the computer. And he said, great. And they set up this big match, and the PR was there, and Kasparov obliterated the computer. So then IBM went back, they learned a lot from it. They came back a couple of years later, and they said, oh, did we improve the program, and everything's much better, and blah, blah, blah. Let's play again. And then Kasparov obliterated the computer. And then it came back again a couple of years later, and after try after try after try, IBM finally built these AI algorithms, this artificial intelligence that's better than the grand chess master. And Kasparov pondered that for a while, and he said, you know what? He went back to IBM, and he said, I'll tell you what, I would like for myself and a computer to be a team against your computer, and we'll see what happens. And that match of Kasparov and the computer obliterated just the computer. And the takeaway from that, the lesson learned from that, which is obvious today, is that the human mind is very good at a couple things. It's very good at pattern recognition, which is what traders use all the time. It's very good at strategy. Computers, on the other hand, are very good at following instructions, counting, doing math. So this hybrid approach, we believe that worked in chess also works with trading. And what we've done with SceetoBots is we allow the trader to use their pattern recognition skills, their strategy skills, their experience to say, oh, I know what's going on with the market, and then build a bunch of bots that are deployed by the trader when they see fit. This way, the responsibilities for the trader are the pattern recognition and strategy using their experience, and then the bots, their responsibility, what they do best, which is keeping track of stuff, counting transactions, executing order flow algorithms, executing trades without flinching, always being on. That distribution of service is what we think underpins SceetoBots. A couple of really cool things we have is a keyboard. Traditionally, people left the pits and now they call them click traders or screen traders, and they use the mouse to click around. And what we've found is that the mouse can be a little cumbersome, it can be a little slow. And we're looking at the S&P. This is a 4-tick range bar chart in the forward E-mini S&P. And what you see here is what we call our launch pad. On this chart, I've got 9 short and 9 long bots. And they do all sorts of different things, but they look for fading different colors on the bar, or finding book pressure that sees a certain level that has a pivot, or an engulfing sweep of the order book, and all these really cool things that order flow can monitor and read and react to. And what the trader's job nowadays is to no longer trade. The job of the trader is to monitor the market, see what's going on, and say, oh, I know what's likely going to happen. The market's moving down, it's going to pull up. At some point, once it's done pulling up, we're probably going to have a sweep in the order book, which is this white bar here. And whenever that happens, I want to scalp and go short. If he wants to do that, he'd simply go to his engulfing sweep bot, click it, it lights up. This bot's now engaged. Now, just so you know, I'm in Massachusetts physically. This is a server in Chicago. That light that just went on is in Chicago. So if and when these conditions occur before the trader disables the bot will engage immediately. The bot is sitting here at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. What's going on? What's going on? It's monitoring the trader may drift, the trader can go away, because once that bot engages and fires, the bot's also going to take care of the stop and the target. So let's talk about the architecture in terms of speed of arriving first, to be first in line in a queue to get your limit order in for a scalp. One of the really cool things about Sceeto is that it allows you to what we call arrive first. With Sceeto and SceetoBots, your signal, your bot is sitting at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. It takes about a half a millisecond once the signal happens to get your order to the CME. This workflow here is your standard click trading workflow. A trader watching his screen, waiting for a setup, sees the actual signal, grabs his mouse, maneuvers over to the buy or sell button or the buy bid or the buy ask button, takes a little minute with the eye-hand coordination. The trading application picks it up, sends it down to the CME. The transmission from your office to the CME, 40 milliseconds, plenty of time. That's probably fairly generous, probably less than that. However, the eye-hand coordination of waiting for the signal and clicking, that takes a long time. You could just be distracted, you could be looking at the web, people have a hard time monitoring and paying attention for too long. You can get carpal tunnel. I know guys who just get carpal tunnel from holding the mouse click. Here in the SceetoBot scenario, you basically have anticipation of the signal. Like, oh, the market's going down, I'm going to wait for the book pressure to come in, or the sweep, or whatever it is, whatever bot you throw out there. The anticipation of the signal, say, oh, that's good, and by the time you click a key or two, it may take a second. And again, the same 40 milliseconds down to the SceetoBot servers there. But now this order is waiting in anticipation of the actual signal. And what happens when you have the actual signal here and the actual signal here, it takes half a millisecond to get down because the bot is waiting for the signal, not the human trader with the finger waiting to click. So here. So not only are you getting there quicker or faster, you're right at the head of the queue. That's why we say arrive first.